I just wanted to come on here. I'm probably not going to be here, but for maybe like probably 10 or 15 minutes because I have cookies to bake. This is milk and cookie time and relaxation. I think I'm going to take, yeah, I'm definitely going to take another shower. Uh, I've been in and out of the house all day. Goodness gracious. I just wanted to come on here and say to some of these people, first of all, stop trying to scapegoat on other people. And you know what? Handle your own stuff. Handle the things that you have created for yourself. Stop bringing my name into everything that you got something to do with. Because what's going to end up happening every single time is that you are not going to get the results. Regardless to what your down home, racist South grew up in the South. I grew up in the Midwest. I don't care about what y'all do in the South. With y'all racism, you're not going to put your crap off on me. Now, here's the thing about it that I wanted to say real quick. There are some people that need to step away from the spirits and the weed. Stop smoking weed for a little while and get on some medication. There are some people that truly need to be medicated. And one thing that I cannot stand in the spiritual community is when people try to correlate authentic mental illness and you try to correlate that with spiritual gifts. I hate that because that's totally inaccurate. Sure, I do believe that spirits and experiences and curses can cause legitimate mental illnesses, but do I believe that having the gift of sight, being an empath, hey, Talia's Jagged Teeth, um, do I believe that being aware of spirits or communicating with the dead, do I believe that that has some correlation with mental illness? Nope, I don't. And this is what I'm talking about. This is what I warned you guys about staying the heck away from. Stay away from that. They are not correlated. Mental illness is exactly what it is. It's where the mind is mentally ill. It's where the mind is ill. It's sick. It's sick. Spiritual gifts and being able to communicate with the dead, that is a gift. And you know what? I know exactly who is miseducating everybody. And this is the reason why I don't want to do nothing to do with those people. Because that's very fraudulent. Having a spiritual gift is clarity. It's clarity. It has nothing to do with having a sick mind. Okay? What about this song? Now, I just so happen to be looking at something that I probably should not have been looking at, but I was looking, observing. And so this very ill, you're not well. You're not well. Yeah, you're possessed up the wazoo. You possessed by all kind of bad spirits, but you're not well. Who literally tried to kill my children, literally tried to murder my family, and has legitimately been stalking and harassing and slandering and making up smear campaigns against me. This girl goes on, this is how you can tell she's weak. I cannot stand weak people that claim that they're strong because you can't even handle the shit that you create. You apparently got involved with something. I don't care what it was. It doesn't matter to me. But you say to these people who are confronting you because you're confronting them, you say, I just be talking about how that ugly bitch that's stalking me. Well, we all know you're talking about me, not the ugly part, not the stalking part, but we all know that you were trying to talk about me, okay? Do you even know what reality is? Can you even discern? Somebody need to ask her next time she says that, say, okay, Jamila's stalking you. How? How is Jamila stalking you? Please tell us how. Let's think about the ways that of which a person can stalk a person. Usually by phone, by text, maybe even possibly by email, making videos. I don't know, going to the platform and going on a panel of a person that's actively stalking that person and joining in. That would be stalking. Pulling up or showing up at somebody's house. That's stalking. Thank you, Black Goddess Rule. Thank you. Pulling up at someone's house. That's stalking. How is Jamila stalking you, hon? How was it? That's a delusion. And it's really a delusion of grandeur because I'm going to tell y'all something. There are some of these people on here, they will make up a stalker. They will, saying that I'm stalking you, and I know that it's a lot of Rihanna fans out there. We all love Riri. Like, we love her. Okay. That's just like saying Rihanna is stalking the chick that shot up her house. Basically. Like, how am I stalking you? How? How is it? Oh, is it because I just so happen to be watching the show that you're on that's stalking you? Like what is this stalking that you're talking about? And see, a lot of these people like to make up stalkers. Like, you want to believe that do you really actually want to believe that I'm stalking you so that you can make yourself look better? So High Priestess Jamila is stalking you. Not the other way around for the past 13 years. I've actually did this to you. Oh, you're not well. You're not right in the head. It's like, why would you? And so I'm glad you didn't say my name. It's like a whole other reality is playing out in this person's head that doesn't exist. Because I can thank you, Samantha Hendricks. I can assure you that I'm not stalking that person. I can assure you that I've never stalked that person. And it's just so bizarre. Like really, people need to know that you are sick. And I wonder how many people she tells that lie to. That's called a legitimate mental illness right there that this girl has. A legit, like, literally, she should not be left around puppies, kittens, cats, dogs, fish, babies, or people, because what is wrong with you? Goodness gracious. And I wonder if that really is her boyfriend. Is that how you keep your man? Because it seems like I've seen a couple of people, some of them male, claim to their girlfriends, we're not going to call out his name. We'll just call him Dot Bot. Is that how you try to keep your man interested or something? I mean, what's going on here? Why does Jamila have to be stalking you? Why has it been Jamila has to be stalking you? This has been 13 years of them saying it's not so many people that go against me. It's this group of people. They're mentally ill. They came from a mentally ill person. I've never in my life had this much going on. But Samantha, I'm glad you asked that. They latched on to me 13 years ago. I ended a friendship with a girl who is now deceased. I ended a friendship with her. They talked to her, and it's just been craziness from there. Probably another thing is because I tend to draw attention. I do. And it's because of my views. When they came across me, my channel was viral. Not this channel, another channel. It had almost 6 million views on it. They were able to flag the Terry Cloud 97 channel, which we need to try to get that channel back. I don't think that right now I'd be able to get enough signatures. Maybe if I go to change.org, because there's a lot of amazing memories from that channel that I would like to have. You know what I mean? No, you're fine, but I'm fine. It's okay. It's not so many people, but it's not. It's a small group of people that made up a story. They probably advertised their channels to certain groups of people that don't like my kind anyway. They don't like my kind, you know. And it just goes from there. You know what I'm saying? Let's face it, I do have very distinct Native American features, and y'all know how that goes. They'll say, "Oh no, but you just look black. You're just a black bitch." Okay, well I'm a black bitch. Yep, that's just. Oh my God, honey, you're sick. You're sick. You need to get help. If you're sitting there thinking that I'm stalking you, go and get well. Go, but we all know, and it's so bizarre because all of them have the same psychosis. Literally, when hold on, y'all, because I think I'm gonna lose signal because I just walked in through the door. Literally, when I told them, "Hey, I don't want anything," literally have been so vocal about that. And it's just been going on and on and on for years. They're being encouraged to do it by people that are supposed to be spiritualists. I'm a spirit queen. You a spirit queen, so that means you got to stalk Jamila? That means you got to harass Jamila? I mean, I'm talking about these people went above and beyond. And you know what? If the stalking continues, if the harassment continues when we move, oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Yep. Well, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I kind of skimmed through it. Like I said, I have a weird, uncanny ability to skip forward to things that are about me. It's weird. But I was sitting there listening because, I thought it was interesting. She always has to put my name in it. Not my name, but just I'm stalking you. What do you mean I'm stalking you? Somebody needs to ask her, how is Jamila stalking you? How? I wouldn't want to be anywhere near that person. A person that's stalking you is trying to be somewhere near you. They're trying to talk to you. Did I call you? No. Did I text you? No. Did I email you? No. Well, then how am I stalking you then? But yeah, it's really bizarre. It really is. And you know what? It's not aging well whatsoever. It's stupid. Why are you going around telling people? And you know what? Oh girl, AKT, she'll claim that I'm stalking her and her son. She's made that claim. It's like you're not nobody unless you say that Jamila is stalking you. It's like, hey, I'm somebody. Why you say that? Because Jamila's stalking me. What? How did she stalk you? Who am I? Hecate or somebody? Is my name Hecate or something? Did I come to you in your dreams or something? No, my name is Jamila. Yes, Hecate is one of my goddesses. She's on my spirit team. But I can assure you that my name is Jamila Shante Briscoe. I am a I am a I am a woman, flesh and blood. I've given birth 4 times. I have grandchildren. I bleed once a month. I'm 5'4". I'm not a night crawler. I'm not that's like what are you talking about? Like now I will tell you that my spirits have listen, I'm gonna tell y'all what spirit is doing to people that are obsessed with me. Watching you. Go and stop being obsessed with me. Damn. Stop focusing on me. Stop calling out my name while you make love to your man. Stop having your man call you me while he's inside of you. My spirits are watching you probably. So if you want to consider that to be stalking, then I guess so. Hell. But I ain't stalked nobody. I can promise you. I ain't never been no stalker. I don't it's weird. And it's bizarre. It's just like what in the hell? And then literally pulled me out of the wood into the conversation, pulled me into the conversation, and the conversation wasn't even about me. But see, this is what I'm gonna tell y'all what that whole group of people does. What they do is they go all around the world, all around. They tap on each other. They just tap, tap, tap each other, and then they always end up back to me. If y'all notice that. And it is because somebody is trying to put that shit off on me. I ain't your mama. I ain't your creator. I didn't spawn you. I didn't start that shit. I didn't think of that shit. So you can't bring that back to me. And you know what? I noticed it. It just tick, 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 tick. To the point where probably coming up pretty soon, they're going to try that crap again. And I'm telling you, like, y'all need to abandon ship because it will sink. It is disgusting what those people have done. And I'm not joking around with you. I'm not, my life, who, and you notice how when they always doing their thing, they always, I don't mind the laughing emojis because, I can be entertaining about it, but on some serious shit, it's kind of like, what is this goofy shit? Like, y'all don't understand. I've had over 70 visits by CPS because of those people, because of Tina. And she needs to be in jail, right? There's a few of them involved with that you just need to be locked up in jail. You do, for the crimes that you have committed. Please do not ever think that I'm going to be cool with that. Even though maybe you never will be prosecuted. I'm not sure. But that doesn't mean to keep going. I don't it's kind of like, listen, because people say, oh, well, why you take life so seriously? Well, you know what? I do take my life seriously, and I do take the lives of my loved ones seriously. But that doesn't mean that I like to laugh and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to stuff like that, it's like, who raised you, child? Who hurt you? What the hell is going on? Would you ever take up the offer of what Pat said of a YouTube meeting? Oh, God, no. Oh, no. No. Everyone from the sector meeting up at a convention center and hashing out the beef. No, I will never partake in that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. You know that there are at least 10 other things that I could be doing besides that. My man being one of them. No. My life is full. My life has always been full. Even when I ran across them, I had 3.5 children. I was pregnant with Jacob. This is when the harassment started. I was pregnant with Jacob. This was 13 years ago, guys. I am always going to find something to fulfill myself with. Like, there's never been a void, and I think that that's why they wanted to attack my children. You know what I mean? I mean, just anybody in my life, they were attacking her. No, No, but I can promise you who's going to be there, my spirits. If they do that, my spirits will be there. Because my spirits don't want that to happen. What they want them to do is quit talking to each other, stop talking about the situation, and go. And go. My spirits don't want them doing, like, literally, no. No, and I think that's incredibly dumb. Why are they trying to normalize what they've been doing? It'd be okay. It'd be different if it was like what they do to each other. Literally, they made up all these lies about me. Literally, I was the one that and I've never been in that group of people. Never. I've never been involved. And I think they got confused because I met up with old boy. Again, he'll say, "Stop talking about me." It's like, are you a child? Grow up. Grow the hell up. I have a right to say my piece, okay? So basically, he lied to me. He totally falsified, even though I wasn't planning on marrying him or anything. But he made it seem like he didn't care about that sector. It didn't mean nothing to him. It does. It's his life. It's his life. And that sector is not my life. No, no. We got a new moon coming up, guys. And so I'm going to go back and look over my work that I did at the full moon. I know that I did a full moon exodus. Remember that? Good God Almighty. Y'all, that ain't my type of hype. It's not. That is not my type of hype. I know that y'all be watching that stuff, and I'm not downing anybody that watches it. I would recommend that you don't. Honestly, I would recommend that you not. Okay. Um, Stay away from toxic stuff on the internet, man. Like, it's okay for me to come on here and talk about it because when I talk about it, the energy's already transmuted. But I have never in my life been so tired of talking about something. They got mad at me for talking about my man on here. And I got real paranoid because I was like, are they going to try to throw the evil eye at him? So, oh, I did all kinds of stuff. I did all kinds of work. I did. I did it. I did that, man, because it is a group collective consciousness. And at the very least, they do get probably maybe when they're doing something incredibly stupid, like getting ready to kill each other or beat each other up. You know what it reminds me of, though, y'all? Can you please help them get a man? Girl, Black Goddess, I am Black Goddess. I am not okay. Think it, listen. Okay. So y'all know that I say that there's somebody for everybody, right? And there is. They not ready for that. They not ready for that. They not. First of all, none of them are allowed to have a man. The women in that sector are not allowed to have a man. If they were to get a man, that man would get attacked. Y'all know it. And of course, they would be like Boo Boo the Fool, and they would bring the man on the internet showing him off like he's a damn jack in the box. It wouldn't last. It wouldn't last. I'm telling you. It would be horrible. It would be horrible. That man would end up doing something egregious to them. It would be horrible. They not ready. They not ready, Black Goddess. When they ready to walk away from that situation, then they'll be ready for a man. Otherwise, no. And that's me saying that without reading it. But what I was gonna say, if y'all have ever watched True Blood and the season with Marie on there, when she had them doing all kind of crazy stuff and they were like chopping their fingers off and just beating each other up, that's what they remind me of. It's like, and it's not me, honestly. It's not me, like, literally. I honestly believe that when somebody in that sector is not live, it's like a void, okay? We can feel that void. Like for me, that void has been filled. Like I always have something else better to do. And it's never been a void for me, but I can sense it because I'm very empathic to where people be like, and guys, it's something that we're gonna like honestly everybody is gonna have to move on from it. Even they need to move on from it. But the problem is that it's too much stuff hanging in the balance. None of them have came out and told the truth about the lies that they made up about me. None of them have done that, and they're going to have to do that. Okay? That's a must. And then plus with Cat Smith, she keeps them all in line. Okay? They have to keep going for Cat Smith, right? So they can't. It's like a bunch of slaves, all of them. It's sad. Although they're younger, you think they still won't find true love? Um, I don't think I didn't say that they wouldn't find it, but I'm saying that they're not ready. I didn't say that they couldn't. I just said that they're not ready. They're not ready. In my humble opinion, they're not ready. Half of them can't even sit with theyself by theyself and just sit. You ever do that? Sit with yourself? You ever do that? They can't do that. They can't do that. I'm talking about true love. I'm not talking about, you know, fake love. You know what I mean? So, I just feel like they're not ready for something like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't believe that they are. And some of them never will be, and I'm going to tell you why. Because based upon trauma, it's too much trauma. They may have trauma, they may have bitterness, and they're too negative, you know? Honestly, I don't think there's like when I look at that group of people, I'm going to be honest with y'all. All I sense from them is hate. I don't sense love at all. None. None. Hate and proving something and lies and deceit. There's no love there. You know who the only person that I really think is capable of love, and he's at a platypus, is Rio. I think Rio is capable of real love and real friendship with a person. The rest of them, they're not. And I think that that's one of the reasons why Rio is being compensated because he has that ability for that. Okay. But other than that, the rest of them, they are in too deep. That it's like they're programmed. Like you know how you program some software and you make it do what you want it to do. They're programmed. That even something as simple as responding to something normal, they can't do it. It's always got to be a roast. It can't be a real response. And even if they give a real response, it's not going to hold. It's not going to hold water. It's not, they're going to let it go. They're going to put it back because and honestly, at this point, so many of them have gotten to the point of no return, to the point where even if they attempt to like unblock their heart chakra, they would probably have congestive heart failure. I'm just keeping it real, y'all, because all of it is based upon what the heart is saying. And what is the heart saying? The heart is saying hate. All of them are filled with hate and anger. They're so angry. They're so angry. You know what I mean? And it's real. They're not acting. It's real. The hate, the mental illness, the craziness, that's real. That's real. The hate is real with those people and the love is fake. And they don't want to admit to that. They would never admit to it. They'd say, oh, well, I've got real love in my real life. I don't doubt that some of them do, but the main ones, especially the ones that are running behind me, they ain't even got no prayer. I'm just telling y'all. And you know what? I wonder what the hell was you doing before Tiffany came along? What was they doing? You know what I mean? Like before all this came along, like what were you doing? And we're not gonna blame it on Tiffany, but it does seem like Tiffany does have them kind of under her spell. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going to say that Tiffany didn't have her own personal power, because she did, right? But I think that it was already in them to do the things that they did. You know what I'm saying? Because Tiffany really did want me to end up dead in that sector. I want y'all to know that. I want y'all to know that Tiffany did what she did. Her and Kat, they did it because Tiffany got angry at me for unfriending her and saying a few things about her, which she could have easily moved on from. Just shut up about it. Let's just let it go. She meant for those people to unalive me. She meant for me to get killed. Miss L also. Miss L used to tell Mike to just go shoot me in the face. They would try to encourage Mike to murder me. They hate my kids. They literally, yeah, those, I want y'all to know the type of people that you're dealing with. Okay? Why? There is nothing that I've ever done to Tiffany or anyone else in this world to be killed or murdered or treated that way. There's literally nothing I've ever done. So that's what is disturbing to me about those people. And all they do is lie. That's all they do is lie. They're Tina, extremely hateful, extremely hateful. Is willing and capable of harming children. That's a fact. I'm talking about bodily harm. I'm talking about doing harm. I'm talking about abuse. I'm talking like it's really sick. They like I know that for a fact. Why? Because they've been threatening my children for 13 years. Then the selective outrage about pedophilia. What about Mike photoshopping that picture of me and my son? Why doesn't Pat have anything to say about that? Like, it just, none of it makes any sense. I guess because that's your friend. That photograph is not real. They literally photoshopped that picture and tried to send it to the police and CPS to frame me. Luckily, nothing actually happened. Nothing has ever happened. Nothing has ever happened like that, ever. And they were able, like after I did those live streams, they were still up, and they did that Photoshop picture, sent it in. The live streams were up, and they were able to look at the live stream. CPS and the police were able, because when you call CPS, you're basically calling the police too. Hello. Okay. And they peep them out too. Like they're not understanding that. Like when you do stuff like that, they're gonna investigate it. So the lady, she called me and she said, I just wanted to schedule a time to come and visit you. We know that that was fake, the photograph that they sent in. We know. They said we just want to come and check and make sure that you and the kids are okay because we know exactly what's going on. Now, why they have been allowed to get away with it for 13 years, I have no idea. Only thing I've been doing is making sure that it doesn't affect our health. When it got so bad to where it could affect our health, I said, you know what? Let me put the money on the back burner and let me be humble and let me do some protection for our health. Because at the time when I left Georgia, my eldest daughter had just given birth to my grandbaby. And she delivered him early because she had hypertension while she was pregnant, which was really strange. Anyway, yeah. So I don't even know what to say about people. The only thing I can say is that what's possessing them, Tiffany and Kat? Because why would you even do that? You know what I mean? So, but that girl is not well. Tina is not well. She is literally well in the head. Any of them that are claiming that I'm stalking them is not well in the head. Okay. And for you to think, oh, well, I should be able to come to social media and make up whatever lies I want to make up about you. And you just not say anything. It's like, are you insane? Like, are you really this insane? And you know what? There was a girl, there was an older lady. I got to find that story. She was in Florida too. She set out to ruin this girl's life and she ended up in prison. I personally think that Tina needs to be locked up in prison, especially. However, I could say the same thing about Talia. That's a fact. Like, Talia is no different. But Talia's been, she was harassing my son. It's like I look up and the next thing I knew, a picture of my child was being posted to her channel and she would just be talking about him and talking about me. And why doesn't Pat think that that's wrong? Like why isn't it all wrong? Like why are you okay? Like, that's just like them roasting Rio's daughter. I personally wouldn't do it. My children have been talked about. I've never said anything about their children because I just, especially little babies, like, no, no, I don't do stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So, like, even if their kids didn't like me, or said something to me, I just, I'm just not into it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just, no, you know, I feel bad for their kids because I grew up, my parents, you'd have never caught my parents doing no stuff like that. Like, that's just so crazy and random. And it's like, what's wrong with them? You know what I'm saying? Why? So, one thing I can tell y'all is that they are parasitic. And I just, they get new people all the time and they're constantly hoovering over me. Just protect your energy. That's what I do know. Protect your energy. For real. Because, it's like, what is it? What is wrong with, and it's very weird. It's just like, mm-mm. Anyway, y'all, I said I wasn't going to be here that long. Let me get these cookies going, and y'all have a good day. Have a happy 10th. Today is the 10th of the month, which is a completed cycle. I just think it's weird. You know what I mean? I just think it's very strange and off putting behavior that they got going on. But, for Tina to just use me like that, I hate her. I can't stand her guts. She uses me. Just whenever she feels like it, and I'm like, y'all, I'm not even going to say what I want to say that I wish would happen to her. Like, that's disgusting. Like, how many people are you telling this lie to? Like, if she gets strange phone calls or whatever, I don't know her number. I have her blocked from my business number, and I have blocked in all social media. Okay. Is she saying that's Jamila calling me? Like, if she gets a strange robo dial or something, it's like, girl, like, you need some help, because she knows that it's not me. This is the crazy part about it. She knows that I'm not stalking her. But where the psychosis and the craziness comes in is the fact that she still says it. That is where the mental illness is, that like when you know you're lying about something, but yet you'll still say it and you know that it's not the truth. I believe that it's a mixture, it's a combo of things, but like what is at the foundation of it is obsession and derealization disorder. She does not need to be smoking weed. She probably feels very disconnected from her body. She's not grounded. You can tell that they're not grounded. When you're grounded, you're not doing things like that. And she's totally delusional. Like I heard what she was saying. I'm a Libra. I'm all about justice and balance. And girl, you are back shit crazy, child. You're does it like nobody is nobody is like, and I'm just like, what are what are you doing? Like, and you can tell that she's not medicated. Or either they do have legit medication that they take, but they don't want to take it too often. Like, I will tell you that the condition that I believe that a lot of them have, they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place, because you ain't right when you're not on the medication, but then again, you don't feel right when you're on the medication. So they could use like exorcisms and stuff like that. Like, if they could really use some balance and some chakra work and some healing work, but they would still have to be medicated while doing that. And then once it's safe, go to their doctor and say, okay, I can be weaned off of the medication now. You know what I'm saying? That's my sentiment about it, because I'm not a meds advocate. You know what I'm saying? I believe anything can be healed. I do. Okay, within reason. That's just like my father, how he died. There was nothing that they could do for my father. Okay. But it's legitimately a mental illness. Oh well, anyway, so today, you guys, like, honestly, I already don't watch it because they literally go live and they stay live all day every day. I know it, that they've been doing that lately a lot, and I don't pay much attention to it at all. But, I just really would like to completely cut ties with that situation altogether, because I know that within reason, I do bring some kind of order out of that chaos, but guys, I don't get paid for that. I am not compensated for that. And I'm not gonna, like, literally, y'all know that I could have healed those people a long time ago. Why should I do that? I've already tried to help one of them. And when that person got better, they used the healing energy that I gave to them to try to destroy me even worse. So that's why you cannot just heal people like that. You cannot. If you are trying to handle that situation like that, you're making a grave mistake. You do not ever heal people that are trying to hurt you. It is because they will take what you give to them and they will twist it and they will hurt you with it. Okay? Don't do it. Seriously. All right, guys. Internet hugs. See y'all later. Okay? Y'all have a happy Monday. Bye.